Oop, good thing I didn't have the microphones on for that.
You
So
can
that's
say
how-
later
Yeah,
on,
I guess.
on the radio, I'm pretty sure.
That is true. You can't say it before, though.
We should have a code word for
A code word? I think they do have a code word for those.
Thinking one. It's
Yeah.
this.
Oh,
That's
sign
not a word,
language.
but it's still-
Yeah,
still-
There we go.
It's just, that's funny. That's the least, just the least noticeable thing ever, right? It's like everyone knows exactly what that means.
Yeah.
Get it together. What are you doing?
Just gonna throw this mic around.
That's fine. That's fine. It's actually preferred by the audience if you touch the thing a lot.
Constantly moving and
Yeah.
adjusting it,
You're
rubbing
also
your
gonna-
shirt against it.
Yeah, you're also
Clicking
gonna
Especially your
teeth
shirt.
against
It's got texture.
sparkle, baby.
Sparkle,
Yeah.
baby. Have you ever seen Lace Larrabee?
No.
Were you just
There's
speaking
the
English
Lace,
right there?
Lace Larrabee. She's a Southern comic from Atlanta, and she was at the Sisyphus a couple weekends ago.
Oh,
she
nice.
put me on her show, and she gave me a shirt.
That's sweet.
She's
Did
great.
you alter it like that?
Yas.
Y'all's going.
Yes.
Okay.
I cut all my shirts in half.
But that way, not. I do the same thing except for I just have one sleeve. Yeah.
Then I sew
Or
a
half
different.
shirt.
I have lots of one long sleeve, one short sleeve shirts.
No,
'Cause
you
I-
don't.
Yeah, that's the fashion now.
That's what he does.
Not,
Yeah.
It can't be.
And one says twins and one says cubs.
I
So
never
it just says,
It says-
twubs.
Yeah.
twubs. That's silly.
And when sometimes we make appearances together, like our fans are like the woke mob.
Our
is like,
fans.
yeah.
Yeah.
The woke mob. They say, "Hey, can you guys come to this?" And then I wear the other. wear the other
Yeah.
half, and mine
So
So
he-
says,
you're the cums.
"No,
That's
Or
the-
wait,
that's
well,
cubs and twins.
Yeah,
oh
but-
wait,
yeah,
clubs.
and-
yeah.
UBS is already on my.
yeah, yeah."
I know, but okay.
Sparkle, baby.
Sparkle baby. Oh yeah, she has this bit where she's like, if I kept that baby that I had in 9th grade, I'd be having a cigarette in one hand and spray tan in my toddler in the other, because she was a pageant girl.
Oh,
That's
And
pretty.
she goes, sparkle baby.
pageant. The
I bet
pageant kids are some of the weirdest. They don't smoke.
They don't smoke. Is that what you're
I'm
telling me?
guessing they do.
Pageant kids exclusively are the ones keeping R.J. Reynolds alive. Like they
Winston
smoke.
100.
Yeah, they learned it from their mom. And the mom sounds like this. She sounds like she has a voice box. She doesn't.
Yeah.
Virginia Slims.
Yeah.
If I ever wanted to smoke, I think I'd probably smoke Virginia Slims.
They seem like the healthiest one because they're thinner.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Dude, we got one time we were at the sports bar and this guy just came back from deployment somewhere, was just talking to us, and he's like, I'm gonna go have a smoke. He took out this pack and they were yogurt flavored. They were in like Japan. They were from like
Oh, wow.
Japan
Oh
or
yeah,
somewhere.
yeah.
He got deployed to Japan
Yeah.
to just like dress like Hello Kitty. Oh, that's my wake up alarm.
Yep, that's what
You
That's
woke up for this early. That's nice.
Woke up for this.
that's what they do in Japan. They deploy our troops to dress
They're,
like Hello Kitty.
They're doing security for like K-pop.
Well,
Yeah,
let's-
that's why all our kids in school are using kitty litter places.
Kitty litter
to get them ready
bathrooms.
for the war, to where they dress like Hello Kitty in Japan.
Oh yeah, the war.
Does Hello Kitty have a voice? Does Hello Kitty ever say
I don't
anything?
think- I
I've
don't
only
think
seen
so.
pictures of Hello Kitty. I don't know if I've ever seen Hello Kitty in an actual moving cartoon.
No, and also I heard that she represents kindness and French, and I'm like,
And French?
friendship.
And the
Friendship.
French.
I
Yeah,
was like,
kindness
I've
and the
never-
French. Those aren't synonymous.
She's
No.
just a cat with like I don't know.
It's
like
a kitty.
She's
like
just
kitten,
a
like
cat. Yeah, life is a meow meow.
meow, meow, meow. What if,
You guys are silly.
when I was younger, so long ago, my friend and we had I wouldn't say secret language. We would take a song and then just say meow.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like whatever, like name a song that I
Do
would
it.
know.
The
Do
Meow
one.
Mech song.
Meow, 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 meow.
Okay. Yeah. Like
you
that.
really
I'm
killed
pretty
that one.
good at that. Like I actually am surprised myself. I think actually what
Yeah,
you guys don't know.
memorized every note.
Well, I have one of those musical brains, so like I can't read it, but like if I hear it, you know,
I can hear you.
It's just
I'll like
You see his mind doing like the beautiful mind thing, but it's just cat
Just
noises.
cat meows in the background. That's not entirely inaccurate.
Yeah.
Sometimes, I mean, I have a cat at my house.
But on a scale.
You have a new
So
cat.
it's like an F. On
Is
an
it an
F.
old cat or a young
Oh.
cat or a fat cat or a skinny cat or like an outdoor cat? Or is it a...
It
Is
could
it
be,
up on the
it could be a
cupboards cat?
few of those things.
Yeah,
Wait, is
like-
that fat or old?
Yeah, typically with cats, it seems like the older they get, the chubbier they get too.
Well, that's with humans as well.
Right.
I have a theory.
Is it with bears? And
Not always.
Yeah, some get real frail. I have a theory. I do have a theory, though, that you have to, when you get old, you either need to decide to be wrinkly or fat. Because then if you just get fat, you stretch out all the wrinklies.
Yeah, all the wrinklies.
Yeah, or if you are skinny, you're just an old, decrepit,
You're just
skinny
like a
person.
razy.
So it just kind of depends.
you could be old, and if you're old and skinny and get wrinklies, then like you can like safety pin those things back.
That
And,
is
like,
true.
You got that RoboCop face, which is pinned back.
Yeah.
They cut the extra skin off, which would be weird. I would think. Like, imagine the first ever person to be like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna cut portions of my face off and stretch it back, and then staple it back on there.
Oh yeah, those people were.
Well, somebody had to be the
perverts, for
first
sure.
one.
Yeah, they were perverts.
There was one person that was just like,
They're like, you want to look
Oh, yeah.
young? Let
And they're
me.
like-
You must trust me.
Yup.
yeah.
And they probably had to stay awake for it too, which is even more
It was in
bananas.
the 1700s.
Yeah, like they weren't,
yeah, they didn't
weren't
have any-
giving you nothing.
They
for-
just gave him a shot of whiskey.
They were like, take this whiskey, and they rubbed some like dandelion on it because they were like, it's an antiseptic, even though they didn't know what they don't know
Antiseptic.
what antiseptic is.
What's your old man habit? What's your old man hobby?
Oh, I don't have any.
Like, what? When you become an old person, what are you gonna? Are you gonna watch ducks? Are you gonna
Oh,
check out
that's-
18-year-old girls?
Oh gosh, no. That wouldn't appeal to me. I don't
18-year-old
think.
ducks.
18-year-old duck. So actually, okay, true story. I think that it might be ducks. That's only because you mentioned it. But here's the thing. Yesterday, I was driving my car. Where I work, there's kind of like a big, I wouldn't even say a pond, but like there's a water collection area, but it's got, I don't know, nature right around it.
Yeah.
And I pulled next to it because there was a family of ducks. And I was like, I don't know, 3 minutes late to work because I pulled in and I was just staring at those ducks.
Checking out those- were there babies up in there?
Some babies.
Love.
Well, they weren't babies, but
Yeah,
they
but
were
they were
like ducklings still. They
Yeah.
weren't full on adult ducks.
Were they walking in a line and stuff?
No, they were in the water.
I love when ducks walk in a line. You ever see? No, come on.
Yeah, of course we've seen it.
You're talking about you've been to a pond, and it's like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, it's just like a storybook out
I'm
there.
usually
It's
watching
adorable.
the cat sneaking up behind him going, meow, 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 meow.
And then I
Eat
pull
your
back the
children, meow meow meow.
Then I
Oh,
see
man.
the cat just with like one of the bones cleaning out its teeth and flinging it.
the other cat's
seen-
laying back, like itching his big belly, and he's like,
Bring,
Suck
bring
his
me
teeth.
another.
yeah.
I've
And-
seen cats catch birds in the air.
Whoa.
yeah, I've
Dude,
seen my cat
cats
do
are
that.
Killers.
They got it. That's what they want. That yeah, they're nature's most fierce killer, and they're tiny,
Yeah.
except for
you
sharks.
just have one. You have one cat.
We have two cats
Two
now.
cats.
Yeah.
I've seen cats like catch other little cats and then have them in their grap
Grab.
and then
Grapple.
and then get sprayed in the water with some weird face and then run around and then they chase them in
Wait.
like an airplane. It's just an episode of Tom and Jerry.
Okay.
Oh, like seltzer
I was
water
like,
where they shake it up and
whoa.
pull the thing. Tom, actually, for years, I've been trying to perfect Tom when he gets really hurt. Like let's say his tail catches on fire and it finally reaches his like rear end. He does this like,
Yeah.
and like for years, I've been like, I'll be like all by myself and then I'll look
Lighting your
around
tail
and
on
I'll just
fire.
try it. Never works. It's never good enough. I wonder how that dude made that sound.
You should come back every week and try it here once a week.
I have a
It's
feeling
too
a
loud.
woman.
And
I
we'll
have
just be
to-
like, it's our Tom and Jerry time.
You think it was a woman?
Maybe. I don't
You think
know.
Tom was voiced by a
Tom
woman?
never.
Tom was
they
not
didn't have
voiced.
No,
Neither
they
of
didn't
them.
have 'em.
Neither of them were. The first time that they really had a voice was in the Tom and Jerry movie.
Oh yeah, which came out in what, like 2020?
Way later. No, probably like 1990 something.
Nah, the Tom and
No.
Jerry movie was on Netflix.
Yeah.
The original one,
Well, the original one's from like the 60s.
1992. Tom and Jerry the movie. Then there was a different one in 2021.
The internet's
Okay.
wrong.
That's the one I was talking about.
So, like, you
That
know
one
how you
has
say,
real life people in it too.
yeah.
Man, I never even knew
I
about
don't
that
think
one.
I like that.
I didn't see it, but wasn't it like Tom and Jerry are in New York or some stuff like that?
Mhm.
With what's her name?
Sarah Michelle
Ah,
Gellar.
Yes. No, Dakota Fanning.
That's her.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I
Dakota Fanning.
I
Dakota
I have a
who
young child I had to watch.
who's Dakota Fanning's older sister?
I think Dakota Fanning is the older sister. I think she has a younger sister.
Yes. Because
Named
Dakota Fanning was in like Man on Fire and stuff.
I thought, is Dakota Fanning in?
Oh, Dakota Fanning, his birthday is one day after mine.
That's pretty special.
She's only 4 years younger than me. I thought that she was like 8 years younger than me for some reason. I could have been in half the movies she was.
Yeah, you could have.
No, you could have been
You
in
were
all
a
the movies.
Hot young kid.
You were.
Oh, I was out. I did have a sweet bowl cut though, so I mean,
Oh,
pretty much Sean Hunter.
Look that up. I'm laughing just to be
I
involved.
don't.
I don't.
Yeah,
think I know who
I'm
that
like,
is.
I don't know who Sean Hunter is,
From
but
Boy Meets World.
oh, he had a
No,
mullet. I
don't-
thought.
Don't know.
No, he had a bowl cut like this. Here, come look.
Okay, but did you
I'll show you.
look like Sean Hunter? Sean Hunter's hot as hell.
I looked just like me with a bowl cut.
He morphed into Blaise today, but he looked like Sean Hunter
I
as
just
a
had
child.
this haircut.
Oh yeah, everybody had that haircut.
Yeah. It was awesome. It was like, go give me a bowl cut.
Well, I didn't have that haircut. I
Yeah,
had
you-
what's called a shag, which would be the equivalent of a mullet. So like, yeah, I just let it grow long in the back.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't. My parents did.
Austin
like I
Powers
have
named
that.
that.
I
Yeah.
think I have a shag. I don't know.
It's getting there.
Yeah.
Sparkle, baby. It's a
Sparkle,
good-
baby.
We just steal other comedians' taglines
Yeah.
and merch. Just like, hey, remember when the woke mob invented Sparkle Baby?
Yeah.
Invented.
Comedy.
Yep. And yeah, that lady's like, hey, wait a minute.
Tag me. Hey, we gave her credit. We talked about her.
Who?
She's real nice. Lace Larrabee.
Lisa Larrabee.
Lace.
That's what I said. Lace Larrabee. You said Lisa, not me.
You said Lisa.
You said Lisa.
We
For
heard
No,
you
I
say
always
Lisa.
said Lace.
Play the tapes back.
Play it back.
You said Lisa, and then you changed it to Lace.
Fully no. Y'all weren't listening.
Huh?
Put both those ear things on.
Oh, is that
Oh,
what
you
it
mean
is?
those things that put the sound directly into our ears so we
Right.
can hear better?
I'm sorry,
Listen.
what? You
you
know
guys
what's
been to
actually
that-
crazy is this one apparently does not work.
Yeah.
I can't. I'm not even kidding. I can't hear myself at all.
Gotta
And then when I
turn
go
that.
like this, I'm here.
Oh, I've seen her before.
Yeah.
Lisa Lampanelli.
Lace Larrabee.
Oh,
I know, isn't
yeah.
she gorgeous?
Yeah, she's attractive. She's an attractive woman.
Have you guys been to that K-Pot?
Not yet.
Dude, I went there last night with my whole family, and I was like, they bring you, okay. Man, I actually don't even know if I was aware of what was happening, because it was like my big family, and then,
How big?
like 4 bills, easily. Anyway,
400.
yeah.
Oh,
400 people in your family. Wait, what?
It's like, how big is your family? 400 bills.
Yeah.
4 bills.
Wait,
Four
this
bills.
lady?
Wait,
Yeah.
Crikey.
yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, so other than the 4 guys
I'm
named
sorry,
Bill
Lisa.
who was there, there was
like
4
7
bills.
people. My brother, he's got a lady, and my sister, and my son, and my parents, and me. And they have, you can cook the meat
Yep.
Yeah.
on your thing, and then you also have a little hot plate. So there's like little parts of the table that are hot that they put soup on.
Yep. If you get the soup option, it's $5 extra.
Option.
Which also, I was like, here first, and my brother just kept handing me this iPad. I'm like, I don't know why you keep doing this to me. So all I did was eat the soup. I was too confused. There's too much stuff happening.
Wait,
I
so
didn't know
you
what
did-
a short rib was.
You didn't
It's
put
like
any of the meat in the cooker, Madhu?
I put so you can put noodles and vegetables and stuff in it, and that's what I did. But I just I really liked my soup. I was like, this is great. I love
Yup.
this. I don't think we need all 35 other things at this table. It was a
Yeah.
little overwhelming.
That's
to
the
be
best
honest.
$35 soup that you'll ever have.
Yeah, no, for real. It was
It's-
definitely.
yeah.
Wait, did you put different stuff in your soup?
I put chicken in it.
Dang you, rebel.
They kept ordering all this.
Dang you, Rebel Wilson.
These crazy silly meats, and
Also
I
a
go,
woman.
hey, why don't we let's just spice it up? Throw some chicken on there, because I really don't want.
Chicken's not a spice.
I know that was a joke. That was a silly.
Oh,
funny
what?
joke.
I don't-
Oh.
I'm sorry, I don't
Oh.
know.
So silly. Let's get crazy and get.
Yeah, let's
chicken.
get wild. I went there not too long ago, and they put everything on the grill at once, and I was like, nope, that's not
No?
how you do it.
Like you put all of the meats.
They put it all on the grill, and I was like, that. You basically take a little piece of the raw, then you cook that, and then you eat that, and then you do another one. Yep.
Nice.
Did you get that? He's like, absolutely not. The camera might have.
Now do your Tom and Jerry
Wanna
one.
be with you everywhere. What's your old man habit?
Scratching my butt.
Yeah, scratching a lot. Yeah, you look like a scratcher.
How come in the movies they always show people
You look itchy.
look like a horse blanket?
What a compliment.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Do you wake up? Okay, in the movies, people wake up right away and then they just start scratching themselves.
I'd probably do that, yeah.
I don't know if I do that or not.
I am trying to think about that.
Every time I wake up, I try and go back to sleep. I feel that's the first thing I do.
I'm big on the hand to eye wipe when I wake up. Not the full.
That's only in the movie. I don't think
Yeah, no one
anybody
is
really
like-
does that. Like when when people cry and they're like, eh.
Yeah, or when they look.
Nobody cries like that.
People also don't do this to celebrate enough. Is that not true?
That is a great celebration. Like, hey, yeah.
In all the old video games, you see people.
Well, it's because they can't.
It's a little bit of a dance.
But then dude, one time I started saying that's one thing that was lost on the times. Also singing for He's a Jolly Good Fellow.
Oh yeah,
And then
that seems like a British thing.
it does seem like a British thing. But you know what? If you were to sing it in a British accent, I don't think it would sound as good.
It wouldn't
For
be.
He's a Jolly Good Fellow.
Well,
That's more.
when they get drunk, they sound a little more American.
Do they?
Their accents lose their edge.
That would be really
Well,
funny.
like-
We start talking British when we get drunk, and the British start talking American.
Guys, we hang out with a guy from Northern Europe. I forget where he's actually from, but Scott.
Scott. I want to call him Kurt every single time.
I had a friend named his name was Kurt. Nope. Yeah, his name was Kurt, but when I first met him, I swear he said Kirk.
Yeah.
So I've called him Kirk for 50 years, and I'd be like, "What's up, Captain?" And then one day he was just like, "My name's Kurt, like Curtis, not like Kirk, like Kirkland,
Yeah.
Kirkland's Kirkus."
I guess you could say you were being pretty curt to him.
I was being unkurt, not.
No,
Kurt.
you were being curt.
I thought Kurt was like courteous.
I think curt means you're being rude.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's weird
actually,
because
that
Kurt
is
is
weird.
courteous.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Oh, here he goes.
The first time I heard Kurt, somebody grabbed the edges of their skirt, pulled it out, and did that little knee bend
Kurt's
thing.
E.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Right. And I was like, oh. So I just assumed it was curtsy or courteous.
Yeah.
I have a friend named Kurt, and I call him Current.
Current?
Current.
I have a friend
Current.
named Carol, and I call her Curl.
Curl.
Yeah.
That's cute.
You're like, what's going on in the current affairs?
Current.
Dude, if he has,
On the-
if
on
he
the Carl
has,
Burnett
if he
show?
cheats on his girlfriend, it'd be a current affair.
Current.
If he was doing it at the time.
There it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. It can't be like a past infraction. It has to be right
Current.
now.
Yeah,
It has to
yeah,
be
yeah,
current.
Current.
You hear about that current affair going on?
Oh.
Yeah.
It's funny because he's my friend's fiance, so that would be. It's not funny.
Yeah, that's not funny at all.
Yeah,
You think there's girls cooler than than your friend?
for sure. No,
Good answer.
You haven't
Yep.
met Katie. She's awesome.
I haven't. We
No.
haven't.
No.
We.
Katie who?
I mean, we
No,
didn't even meet you. You were.
Blaise could have on Wednesday. He said he was going to come to my mic, and then he was like, "Oh, hey,
I was going
sorry.
to, and then we hit. Dude, there was.
You were gonna go to Bones?
Bones,
Is that what it's called?
Zambonis.
Zambonis.
Oh yes. Then Wade and I took off a little late, and then there was actually the whole interstate was shut down going east because there was like a car wreck.
No way.
Yeah, because I turned around illegally through those things that are like, don't take this, and then went back like 5 miles and then took a roundabout way to get in the city.
Wow.
People do that all the time.
Yeah.
I mean,
Get in car wreck.
who's gonna
Turn,
Isn't it-
turn,
Yes.
turning around
I
there.
was-
Yeah, I don't know why it says you feel like you're doing something real wrong because it's like, no U-turn here. And I'm like,
Yup.
I'm just going to take this because,
and
Yeah.
it's super easy and convenient,
Yeah.
and they're like, nah, you can't do that.
Well, the cops are occupied. They won't know.
occupied by Wall Street.
Nice.
Or that wreck that was in front of you.
Oh,
Oh, that true. But
Yeah.
I was thinking Occupy Wall Street.
I was thinking like
I
someone
don't-
was
yeah,
inside them,
I
like the
wasn't thinking
bathroom,
about that. Oh,
like it was
someone
occupied,
was inside them,
like the bathroom.
without a doubt.
It was. I meant like the bathroom when somebody like goes to open the door, they knock on it, and then you're like occupied or occupado.
That was,
People say that, or maybe it's just me. I don't know.
I was
People are like,
Good.
"Are you
Yeah.
Spanish?" And I'm like, "Not in the least."
I
no
almost,
say. I don't know.
You don't say.
My buddy just taught me un poco.
What's that?
I have no idea.
It's when you go up to a chubby person and
Welcome.
poke them in their belly.
One poke.
Un poco.
Yeah, un is one, like one
Oh,
moment.
you said un.
But there's like poco.
Poco loco.
Yeah, like
Poco tattoo.
there's poco. So loco or no? Poco is not. Is that not chicken?
Loco is
Pollo.
crazy.
Pollo. Okay.
I think
You're
poco
loco.
I've been way behind on my Duolingo streak
You had a streak of Duolingo.
for like 2 days.
Okay.
And it goes, can you commit to a 7-day streak? And I'm like,
Of course I can, you
of
idiot.
course I can. I can commit.
Yeah, I
can never find 10 minutes.
I've accidentally crapped my pants 7 days in a row before.
Wow.
There were streaks. I
That's
didn't really actually do that, but I almost did. Last week I had an insane diarrhea and barfing.
what happened?
I went to the
What'd
little
they
big
do to
town.
you?
I went to a little big town concert.
That'll run
But
right
That'll
through
run
you.
right
I
through.
think I said this. Yeah. The music just the vibrations.
I had that at a White Zombie concert, the throwing up part.
Yeah, because that's what Occupado talk about. As I was in the potty.
So it was at the concert? You were
Yeah, I
just
got it at the
spewing.
concert. I was like, I think I told this last week too, but I got like 100 free tickets to this concert because they didn't sell enough. And so I knew this guy, so I was just inviting people. So I had like 20 people that were like my crew, all from different realms of life.
That's cool.
But-
They all
but
had
then-
guns.
But then then they all got there, and then all of a sudden it was like everyone was kind of in their own spots because I was just sending tickets out. And then it was like right when everyone was like kind of all of a sudden meeting up like halfway through the concert. I'm like, oh, we're all in the same place. What do you know? And I was like, I need to get, like, I think I'm going to go to the bathroom. And I barfed. And I was like, oh, I was just puking rally. I must have just like had something go down wrong or
Puke and
something, you
rally.
know?
Puke and rally.
And then I
puke
walked back and I
rally.
was like, hey guys, what's it going? And then I went back and I had 2 diarrhea and dude, I sat down and it was like, woo, and then I puked in the urinal thing as I was pooping in the
Little big town.
Yeah.
Little bit, yup.
that's what I called
The
That's
two
what I
for
called-
one. Yeah, you
this is a little
utilized-
big town. But I
Sounds
was
like
waiting.
a little big like bathroom stall. There was a urinal and a toilet that close together.
Well, the
Or in
urinals
the
on
porta
s-
potties.
Yeah, you've been in a porta potty, right?
Oh, a porter. Oh, was it outdoors?
Yeah,
No,
Oh,
it was
okay.
like you had to close the door and
Well,
lock
right.
it.
I was just sitting in the corner.
It's just a toilet just in a field, and then a urinal, just standalone
part would
urinal.
be
They just have shower curtains hanging in squares.
and they're
made out of
see-through.
stalls.
They're glass.
They're made out of teepee. I don't think I'd want glass because of the amount of mildew that would be on there. Nobody's
mean,
cleaning those things.
What would you
Probably be
use?
temporary. They'd probably take them down after everyone,
Yeah,
gotta hose
it's
them
not
down.
going to be mildewed after one. Well,
Yes,
that
there
would have
is.
been pretty mildewy after I was done. Everyone's like, "Why'd they paint that one brown and,
pink?"
And big. Oh,
Have you ever
sparkle, baby.
puked? Sparkle, baby.
Oh, man, no way.
You've never puked?
Of course I have. I did that right before I got here.
Dude, I was a
Yeah.
puke master back in the day.
Really?
Dude, I'd sprint as fast as I could and track. I'd win the race and then I would just go straight to the
like-
garbage and just barf. I'd just go all balls to the wall.
Nope.
You're a track
I would
star.
just park. Yeah.
Stunner and a track star. And a
State track
puker.
champion 2007. No, actually 2008.
Teen.
110
Man, did you
hurdles.
ever figure out what that was? Were you just real drunk or did you have too much K-pop?
Oh no, it happened for like the next 3 days. I was
Oh.
like surprised that Tuesday when I was coming to the cities on that. It stopped on that Tuesday, and then the funny thing, the next day when Wade and I woke up because we stayed at my brother's Wednesday, then woke up the next day. We got to like Eau Claire, and he's like, "Let's pull over to go to the bathroom." I'm like, "Okay," and then I was like, and I was like, "Oh no, I got it again." I was like, "I'm going to the best concert ever in the world tonight," and.
Hopefully they have bathrooms.
Yeah. And I was like, but I knew that they just play for like 2.5, 3 hours and no opener. So I was like, I can't miss any songs. They're my favorite band.
Oh.
But I was like, also, this is going to be the longest drive in the world. Because then half an hour later, he was like, sorry, I have to go to the bathroom again. I was like, thank God, because I do, and it really is starting to hurt. And then,
You didn't want to be like, I have to go to the bathroom.
yeah, and then
Again.
and then it was just like I sat, dude. It was like 10 minutes of just annihilation until like I felt like the last part come out, and I was like, I think that was the end because it was kind of solid. And then I was like,
I like how you go like this, like it was a
Yeah.
trap door.
He
It
hit
just,
the
like,
button and then
pretty much
Release.
that's my hemorrhoid flap slow coming down.
Oh, man.
Oh.
She
That's-
said yuck.
Yeah.
I did. That's what I meant. That was spiritually what I said.
Yeah, but yeah, then I didn't. Then I was cured.
Thank goodness.
Then I went and had the best.
You were cured by that.
Then you had a brand new day.
Brand new.
Brand new
It
day.
is funny going to the band brand new and people being like,
Brand new what?
How long has that band been around? And I'm like, since like the early. It's not. I'm like, do you think I'm just saying I'm going to a brand new band?
I
wouldn't-
mean, people who don't know, yeah, that's what they think probably.
yeah, but
Have you ever talked about that show, I Think You Should Leave? And then you're like, yeah, I don't know. It's on I Think You Should Leave. And they're like, they look at you like,
dude, I was.
are you, what?
Dude, I was.
Me right now?
Yeah, I went down and I PA'd on this movie in California as that show came out, and I was standing by the director of director of photography, like BSing with him about I Think You Should Leave, and like I was down there just like I'm like I'll fly down and PA just to get some like
Pennsylvania?
stuff on the
Huh.
production assistant for those of you who don't know. But I was like I'm like I'll just do that and be like on a movie set and whatever, and I flew down with this guy who was like he was the head of like some stuff who was like this is gonna be my thing where these guys know that I can do this, like take care of the script and everything like that and mark all this stuff down, and I'm gonna be in there. And I was just going around just making buds with everyone, just not really caring. And I was talking
Not working at all.
yeah. Well, but I was
Not
talking,
helping in the slightest.
You're the production
So-
detractor, like not
Yeah.
an assistant
Like
at all.
whispering
Right?
during the shooting.
Did you see that Christian Bale scene where he yells at the guy with the tape? That's Blaise.
yeah.
Christian Bale's yelling at Blaise.
Yeah, but I'm talking to the director of photography about I Think You Should Leave, and we're just like laughing and talking. And this guy who like wants to prove something comes up, and he's like, "Oh, is that The Office?" And the director of photography turns around and he goes, no, I think you should leave. I saw the guy's face just go like complete defeat. I was like, that guy thinks he's getting kicked off of this movie for asking a question.
For asking a question.
I let him stew in it for like 30 seconds because like the DP like didn't realize right away because he didn't see his face because he turned back to me and I was like, it's a show, bud. Then he stopped crying. He was actually crying so hard he was on the floor hitting like this. That's another thing that people actually don't do though. Is always you imagine crying so hard you lay on the floor and hit it.
You know,
do the monkey
people
on the floor.
do actually still do that. They're just like 4, the age of 4.
Yeah,
or
I
younger
think children. You can't.
That's very much still a practice among that demographic.
I guess I should start hanging out with more 4-year-olds.
Yeah.
I would imagine children might still do the.
I don't know.
No, they just.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, good point. Good point. I'm not.
That
I
is
can
also
see.
totally not. How
I
you
could.
do
I know.
that.
I was like, I can't see what he's
There
doing,
you
but I know
go.
he's doing it wrong.
There, now you got it.
Oh yeah, I'm a flossy boy.
Oh yeah,
Flossy boy.
Flossy.
That's gonna be my shirt. Flossy boy.
Flossy.
Instead of Sparkle Bay, I'm gonna be Flossy boy.
Now I need a shirt.
The best part
do
is
you
I
have
can't
any?
even floss in between my front teeth because it's too big of a gap.
That seems like
you
the
probably don't need
perfect.
to.
Yeah, I guess I could. Hey, do you want to make your gums bleed in between?
Just jam floss up there.
Mm.
I know. I also have a little gap. I was just talking to someone yesterday about Invisalign.
Yeah.
My mom was talking about how she paid for all of us to get braces, and she goes, all of you within a week lost your retainers,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and which is like, I think you have to.
You're at an age where you lose things easily, and then there are lots of money, and your parents have to remind you that they spent lots of money on it. Otherwise, you wouldn't lose it.
And then you go, okay, noted, got it.
Yep.
Lunch tray.
Boom. Mine was in
Garbage.
a restaurant. I used to take it out, put it in the glass. I would drink my drink, and then it'd be at the bottom, and then I'd remember to,
That's so funny. I like that.
I thought it was smart, but I put it in there, and then apparently I didn't finish my drink.
Yeah.
So
was it
then-
ever like soda?
No. Usually, I'm not a big soda person. It was I'm a little soda person. I would little soda.
I'm a mini soda person.
Oh my god. And that's the show, everybody. No, I would usually drink iced tea.
Oh, okay.
Like I don't like sweetened iced tea either. It's just regular iced tea. But yeah, my mom loves to tell the story about how we went essentially dumpster diving because we had to find it, and then the guy came out after like we're soaked in spaghetti and
Spaghetti. You know what is funny?
You made that look sexy.
I know, that's why I said it. I was like soaked in spaghetti, baby.
Me and
I
my
was gonna
mom.
say spaghetti soak.
I'm just trying to like think of God. I need a shirt, spaghetti, anything that comes to my mind.
Yeah.
Anything,
Sexy
baby.
spaghetti. That's a good one.
Sexy spaghetti. It's so noodly. So then, the
Let's
guy
make
came
sexy
out.
spaghetti shirts, and then the front is just us kissing over a noodle.
Oh yeah, with a noodle. I mean, you don't have to actually kiss.
Well, then I'm
You
out.
can just have an artist render.
wrong.
them out.
Stop trying to ruin my game here.
This is a photograph, not an artist rendering.
Doing a photo shoot.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh
the
my
tramp.
gosh.
You're the lady.
But we're both tramps, baby.
Right, yeah,
Both
that's
tramps.
We actually that would be kind of a funny shirt to just be on both sides of a shirt with a noodle in between our mouths.
true. That is good.
I'm on the back and then it just swirls around. I don't.
Then Marquay could have his cup full of
Oh, man.
My dad, I definitely threw it away at school, and I called him. And I go, Dad, I lost my retainer. We gotta go. They said we can go in the dumpsters, and I remember they gave us gloves.
Yep.
And they showed us like where the garbages were, and they're like, it was about here where your lunchtime was, and we're like, okay. And I remember my dad just like looked at it and was like, and then like looked at me. He's like, no.
yeah.
He's like,
Yeah.
nah. We're not doing this.
I like your dad. He's cool.
Yeah.
He's cool.
Yeah.
I feel like that's something
so
I would
glad.
do. Yeah.
And I don't think I ever got another one, and I'm fine. I'm
good.
okay.
Yep.
I also think a lot of like people with silly teeth it makes you look different, like unique.
Yeah.
And a lot of these braces kids just all end up having the same
They all
smiles.
have nice teeth.
Right, but like,
They almost look fake if they're too nice. Like,
yeah.
yeah.
Like I got braces,
Gives
but
you a little character.
my retainer, I have one crooked tooth in the bottom, and that's my character tooth. I guess.
know.
Character tooth.
You know?
That's
Yeah,
why I
I
don't
have-
fix mine, because there's like a lot of times where I wanted to fix that, and then I was just kind of like, whatever.
Yeah. I know mine, I kind of have a little gap. It's getting bigger.
I can spit water through it.
No
I can
way.
make like a stream.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's actually sweet. Like I can do like a perfect stream of water through my tooth. I haven't done that in years.
It doesn't have to be
That's awesome.
water.
Do it
could
right
be face that way though.
Can't. It could be steaming hot coffee.
somebody
Dude,
pee.
last night I drank
Marquay will
almost.
do the sound.
I drank almost a full half gallon of strawberry milk last night within like an hour and a half. I couldn't stop. It tasted so good.
Oh man, the strawberry milk will do that to you.
I
But
haven't had. It was True Moo.
True Moo. I don't know if I've ever had strawberry milk. That sounds great.
Oh, dude,
you
my
need to
God!
hook yourself up.
Yeah, I was
Where
at the
did
grocery
you even
store.
get a half gallon?
Groceries.
Like I see
That's
those.
actually a
That's
poignant
a pretty
question.
standard
I've
size
seen
in the
like
milk
Yeah, but
department.
Nesquik, like the
Little cups,
handles
yeah,
of it. Yeah,
8 ounces of it maybe.
It's just like you go to the milk section. Actually, this was surprisingly towards the front. Like usually that is where you'd see like the little Nesquik ones. They had huge ones in there, like different size milk, and that's what got me too. Is I'm like I could get a little milk for $2.79, or I could get this half gallon for $4.50.
Yeah.
And I was just feeling sick as I was.
Yeah.
Finishing
I was
it.
like, I wonder how come I got really sick at that brand new concert. I don't know, maybe half gallons
Yeah.
of milk.
I was playing.
Sometimes
dude,
I drink a bunch of
I was
milk.
like a 12-year-old child last night. It was like 10 p.m. and I was just hammering strawberry milk and playing Super Mario. I was sitting in a chair like dude, the controller length isn't long enough on those
super
on
long
Super
straw so we
Nintendos.
could just go.
Yeah. The controller length isn't long enough on those either to like make it back to my couch. So instead of moving the couch up too, I was sitting on the floor just with a gallon of milk beside me. A gallon of milk. And it took me like longer than it should have to beat like a couple of these levels. I'm like, this is Super Mario World. You should be able to do this. No problem.
I've been doing
Oh
this
man,
for years.
I've never beat Super Mario Brothers.
Really? None of
Never.
them?
So,
Although I
See,
did
is
get
that
to
the
go
one, the race one?
Mario Kart. I don't
It's
know
Mario
if
Kart.
Yeah, I guess you can beat that one, but
Yeah,
I've
'cause
never
you
played
do
the
the-
levels.
Yeah, and Mario Kart, you actually like if you go
If you
to
play solo,
the game
yeah.
to play solo, you go through like circuits.
Yep. I've done that a little, but mostly it's just to play like a Mario Kart, tournament, if you will, where I'm playing against somebody else.
Yep.
Speaking of
What's Brothers though? So there's
Mario
Party.
and Luigi.
Mario Brothers,
Right.
that's like the original game.
Is it
What's
when
bro-
they hop on the?
I don't
They
know.
get the
I didn't know
little-
that if I'd ever have to explain this in my life. I'll show you.
Well, because
Super Mario Brothers is like the left to right where you're jumping and you jump on the
Yeah.
mushrooms and you get the power ups and
that's
stuff.
What I thought.
When I was I don't know, maybe like 10 or 11, my mom was like, hey, we're gonna go somewhere, and I was like, you know how kids are, right? And then we get in the car and we start driving. I used to live in Grand Rapids, Michigan. It'd be the equivalent of driving from here to Minneapolis to get to Chicago, where we were going. I didn't know we were going to Chicago. We just get on the highway and we're still driving like an hour later, and I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I was so mad. Like, what are we doing, Mom?
We're gonna
And we
go
pull up
somewhere.
to, we're going somewhere, I don't know where.
Yeah.
We stop for breakfast. I'm like, all right, this is all right. We're at McDonald's. I'm having hot cakes. Let's go. It's not so bad. So we pull around to this, I don't know, convention center somewhere near Chicago. And there is a giant inflatable, like hot air balloon size inflatable Mario on top of the building, like in the entryway. Like as you're walking in, there's like the vestibule almost, but like on top of the building is Mario.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the, my
Yeah.
11-year-old brain was like, what the heck? And then,
Where are we, Mom?
then
Gee.
we end up at a Nintendo convention, and they have like a ton of like they had Super Mario all the way up to 7. This was like in the early probably late 80s.
Okay.
And I was just like, what? It was Mecca for me.
Yeah.
And
that's sweet.
we played I got to play, before it came out, Super Mario Brothers 3.
I was just trying to think of what movie that was like.
I think it's called The Wiz.
It is.
Because I was thinking, like,
Or it
he
might
had
just
the
be
power
Wizard.
glove.
The Wizard, yeah.
Yeah, The Wiz is the Michael Jackson Wizard of Oz movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's true. The
Right.
Wizard is
Michael
Gandalf the
Jackson.
Grey.
Yeah. Yeah, that was pretty much just a
Sleeve of
full
Wizard.
commercial for Super Mario 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, that experience. I mean, I didn't have a little brother that was like, I think he was autistic and really good at it.
Oh, for sure.
You know?
That was before autism was like a thing, kind of.
Yeah.
I mean, it kind of was.
I mean,
but
it was
like,
always a thing, but people always used to call it something completely different.
Yeah. And like,
Yeah.
if you did that movie today, they'd be like, oh, this is a great movie.
It'd get an Academy Award.
Yeah,
and then
today.
like,
But back there, they were just like this weird kid.
Oh yeah, he's just really good at that.
He's just really good at video games and wants to ride the train.
Yeah. Won't stop talking about trains. Knows so much
Yeah.
about trains.
Well, dude, have
Oh.
you ever rode the train from like anywhere?
I rode the train from Minneapolis to Fargo one time.
Dude, I did that. I like that.
It's fun.
Yeah, I enjoy it.
It is really. Train people are so different than plane people.
Well, they're all Amish.
train people are cool. Bus people,
Bus people are different.
bus people are different.
I
But
rode
dude, there
bus.
are a lot
Oh.
of Amish people on there.
Really?
well, they can't.
Yeah, did you not notice them?
It was in the middle of the night. It was maybe a little dangerous.
on the
I was
train.
16 riding the train from Minneapolis to Fargo. It left at midnight.
Dude, the seats are so big.
The what?
The seats are so
oh, yeah.
big.
What station did you get off at in Minneapolis?
95.9 KRFF.
In Minneapolis?
Or
I was
you
leaving
rode from Minneapolis.
Yeah.
Oh,
It
where
was-
did you leave from? I just remember this
You get on
horrible like bus station, train station. It was like right like kitty corner almost to First Avenue in Minneapolis.
I know.
Yeah,
yes,
it's pretty
okay.
close to like Laugh Camp. Not that far from there,
I don't know where Laugh Camp is.
I don't know.
right?
Okay, so Camp Bar is in St. Paul. I don't know if I've been to Laugh Camp or if I know
Yeah.
if that's still.
Let's
a
see,
thing.
It's like one street behind First Ave. There's like a bunch of hotels. It's like a nice area of downtown, and then that one back corner is just
The train.
the worst area you'd want to be in. Like people get murdered back there all the time.
Right. Yeah.
And that's
Yeah,
the
you-
bus station.
Yeah, Union Depot.
Union Depot. Yeah. That's
No, it's Home Depot.
I rode a bus from L.A. to Palm Springs.
What were
Yeah.
you doing?
My dad didn't want to come pick me up.
It makes sense. You're in LA.
Well, and they were in Palm Springs, so I.
Are your parents senior
this
citizens?
was- my mom is. She just turned 60.
Oh. I was making a joke,
Congratulations,
but
Annie.
yeah, yeah, way to go.
get
You
to-
hit 60.
You
Dude,
get to
my
use
dad-
the senior menu at Perkins.
My
You can
dad,
do that at 55.
yeah, my dad's been a senior citizen my whole life because he was 47 when he had me. So it was like
That's
one time we were at like Burger King or something like that on a trip, and they were like, "Do you want a senior?" He was like, "No, I'll just take a small." Like they never asked him. He didn't know. He thought it was a size because he didn't know. They don't ask you that in towns. Like they're just like, "This is
what you're getting.
yeah, you're getting a hamburger." And as if we ever went out to eat. My parents were like,
Hey,
we just went and slaughtered a cow and then ate it.
welcome to
Yeah.
the show. You guys, Rachel Kennedy's here. Woo!
Ooh,
Welcome.
gross.
Was that for me?
Yeah.
It was for everybody. Why are you so selfish? It's messed
Yeah,
up.
I am selfish.
It's
I
okay.
apologize.
Don't-
Thanks for having
Riley
me, you guys.
Cosgrove just messaged me.
Riley, what did he say?
Oh no,
Oh.
He's filthy.
very.
Yeah.
Tell Rachel.
Yeah. God bless. He got really mad at me yesterday because I had never seen Drop Dead Gorgeous, and he sent me a picture of a
Riley's
lady
right
with a
to
hook
do that.
hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know. As a woman,
In Minnesota,
I should. Yeah.
it's like I've seen Drop Dead Gorgeous. and there's no reason for me to watch it, you know?
Which is so funny. Every time I go, I have a friend who lives in West Hollywood who is a gay man. And
Humble
all of his friends, I know. Yeah.
I'm friends with a gay man.
I'm friends with a gay man. I'm an ally.
Did you purposely pronounce it like that?
I mean, what do you mean?
Call me Miss
Well,
McBeal.
you also did say Lisa earlier.
I said it was. I definitely said her name right. It's written on my shirt.
Her name is Sparkle?
It's
Sparkle, baby.
Oh.
No, I've had a couple gay guys get mad at me about not having seen Drop Dead Gorgeous, and I'm like, listen, there's so much television,
Yeah, but
and
back
I've really
then there
been
wasn't.
into.
Oh, is that a TV show or
It's a movie.
Oh, gotcha.
Kristen Dunst,
Kirstie Alley?
Kirstie Alley, good.
Kirstie Alley's in it.
Yeah, dude.
Of course.
Yeah, she is.
Good.
There's some stuff said in that movie that's so awesome. It's a furniture sale. Denise Richards.
Denise.
They go to
Allison Janney. Brittany Murphy's in it.
Brittany Murphy. Gosh, what's the cheerleader who?
Alexandra Holden. Lana Williams.
Nope. Amy
Shannon Nelson.
Amy. No, is it Amy? I think she's the girl who plays Lois Lane in the one that had the Henry Cavill Superman ones.
Oh yeah.
Amy Adams, is that her name? I think Amy Adams is the cheerleader.
I don't know if I've seen that either.
Either way,
Does not look like.
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Drop
okay,
Dead
I'll
Gorgeous
watch
is pretty.
it.
It's
I'll
a pretty,
watch it.
It's pretty
You
good.
watch it and you report back to Marquay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
it's
text
not
you right away.
like here's the.
I seen it.
I seen
I seen
it.
it.
Some of those movies, it's not like they're hilarious. They're just funny, like as a whole. Like
Yeah.
thinking of the story is funny, and there's like funny parts in it, but it's not like. Have you ever seen? Best in Show?
No.
Oh, good one.
Jeez,
I know.
Have you ever seen the Ninja Turtles movie?
No.
What?
Actually, no, I did. I saw the one with Megan Fox. I watched
Okay.
it with
Oh,
my
yeah.
son.
Well, I'm gonna.
Don't worry about that one.
Yeah.
Go watch the 1990 one.
So I wasn't a person. Like I was a girl in the 90s.
April O'Neil was a girl, and she.
Yeah, you
hung
could
out
be
with
April O'Neil.
And
Yeah, you
I-
actually would be a
Yeah,
good
you'd
April
be a
O'Neil.
perfect April O'Neil.
I don't look anything like Megan Fox.
Megan
No,
Fox
except
Megan
my
Fox
thumb.
is
anything
not
like April O'Neil.
O'Neil.
Yeah.
I'll say it for the
I
people
didn't know
in the
the
back.
story. So when I watched the Megan Fox one, I go, oh, so we're supposed to believe that this girl like invented the turtles or whatever. Or she
No.
like rescued
No,
them.
That's
and
not
then-
the- that's not the story at all.
Or
You're-
she
you're-
like
you're
she
offending
released
me.
them. Okay, whatever. I thought it was
No, her dad like does some stuff, genetic testing,
Yeah,
and
and
then
then-
she releases them because she's
Yeah.
like their pets or something.
She's a reporter.
Yeah, but her
Later
in life.
That's her.
Right. Oh, that looks exactly like me.
Are you looking at the Judith something picture?
No, it's a cartoon.
No, yeah.
In the
Like
original,
the actual old ones.
Yeah. He's like going to take a picture of me. There's a
I'm like,
the
look
ninja.
at April O'Neil.
I that's funny.
Yeah, that's Rachel.
So I'm
I
thinking.
I took a picture of
get
you
the
and I
one
was
from
like,
the
see
movies.
what?
April O'Neil.
No,
April.
dude, I don't think I actually knew that she released the turtles.
Yeah, I don't know. The movie I see when I saw it,
Because I thought they were
I
just
thought they were
in
doing
the-
like a new spin on it. I go,
Oh,
so
God.
the
Bro, what?
that is a
not
different
right.
April O'Neil.
That's a completely different. Oh, come on, dude. That's not right.
April. I thought that they just like were in the sewers and then that.
she found them or something.
Judith Hogue.
Well, in the movies they meet her differently because she's just like a reporter.
Right.
Yeah, they save her in the
She doesn't-
subway.
Yeah.
And then she
And-
wants to do a
and-
story, and
She's doing a story.
lurking around.
They're
Yeah,
doing
you're
a-
right.
They're
She's
doing a story on the Foot Clan.
and then the Foot Clan comes and is like,
Which is their bad guys.
yeah, they
Yep.
slap her in the face, which even as a kid I was like, yo, but
That's
he's like,
awesome. No.
oh man, and he's like,
Again.
your mouth, Miss O'Neil. shut it. And then,
Wow.
then all of a sudden the Ninja Turtles come out and Raphael, like, his side goes flying, busts the light, and then they kick the Foot Clan's patoot.
And then you find out that all the Foot Clan are like teenagers.
Yeah, and then
They're
like,
recruiting.
Yeah.
they
And then
got beat
also
up by
the Ninja Turtles are teenagers.
Yeah.
They're Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
Like, they should be
And then
friends.
April O'Neil's a full adult woman hanging out with teenage
I think she made love with one of them.
She had a weird thing with one.
Yeah, wasn't one
Mikey-
of them a little
Mikey-
in love with her?
Mikey liked her.
Was it Mikey or?
Yeah. And then I think she wanted to get with Raph.
I
Because
thought she
Raph
wanted-
was so tough.
Yeah, Raph.
I thought she wanted to get with Leo because he's more the leader, but I could be wrong on that. She wanted the bad boy. Raph is the bad boy.
One of my first crushes was named Raphael.
No way. In real life?
In real life.
Did he live in Fargo?
Raphael's- No, he lived in California. When I was really young. I was like in the 3rd grade and he was in the 8th grade. So it was
Whoa.
but he was like a cutie. He didn't like me back.
Nuh-uh.
Spoiler alert.
Like, why is this weird little kid following me around?
I like it. No, it was definitely, yeah. Have you guys ever been in fights? Like, what's a good fight?
Like a TV show?
No, like you guys in fights in real life.
No, I've
Like
the
Blaise
only
has got
fights.
one.
No, only fights I've ever been in are when like other people I'm around are in fights, and then I try to break it up, and then get hit in the face, and then I just get upset and I've never been in like an actual like fight.
No? What about you?
Yeah, I've been in fights.
I've been in like situations.
I can't release any of the information because I will go and get a lot of trouble.
He murdered.
No,
a
one
man.
time, let's see. There was one time this was a school fight, a schoolyard fight.
Nice.
And it was not, I mean, I guess I'm proud of it because, like, it's whatever, but I heard this kid was talking smack about me.
Oh, yeah.
And it was like, I don't know. It was crazy.
Smack.
So he can't say the other word on TV. So I was like, all right. So I found the kid in the hallway and I like pushed him a little bit from behind and was like, what's up? I heard you were talking smack. And then he was like, he turned around. He was like, I wasn't saying nothing. And then I was like, whatever, man, you're a B word. And then he unleashed a barrage of
Other letters?
no, I was gonna say hammer fists, but like it was not. I mean, he like just started swinging at me like this, and I was like, "Whoa!" And I grabbed his shirt, and I was holding him, and he was just staring at me. And I'm not even kidding. By this point, there's a circle around us. I was like I remember thinking like, how did this happen so fast? And I had my
Yeah.
fist back.
Wait, all of his friends were like...
Everybody
or
in the
just
hallway.
people? Okay.
Everybody in the hallway was just like, yep. And I had
That's like,
the kid.
That's a scene.
It was like probably from a movie or something. And I was like getting ready to punch him. And then somebody I heard say, what do we have here? And I just was like, I swear. Yeah,
Are you like quoting something?
I promise you,
I
this
was thinking
all
the same
happened
thing.
in real life. I watched it happen to me because I got in trouble for it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So like I had the kid's shirt and I was about to punch him. Like, I mean, it was like, I remember at that moment thinking like, this is gonna be awesome. Like I can't wait to
Dude,
punch this kid in
yeah.
the
As
face.
soon as I hit him.
Yeah.
it's gonna
There
be
was
great.
one
But
time. Oh,
That's-
keep going.
It's not over because this is the craziest part.
Okay.
The guy says, I already know the end of the story. I hear, what do we have here? And I just think it's a student. And I say, we got us a little.
Yeah, because students talk like that. like monocle.
Back
like,
in-
what do we have here?
well. I said, oh. So what do we have here?
It was a villain.
Well, it was kind of. It was
a
my
vampire.
It was
The
my
cape.
economics teacher. But I was like, we got us a little B word.
Yeah.
And then
Oh, you said
I
that?
said that. Well, I didn't know it was a teacher.
Oh, this is so great.
So like he
I want to
grabbed my
recreate
arm.
this with your children.
Oh, as you were
Are we
going,
gonna-
as you were going for the sweet punch.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
grabbed basically my elbow and like pulled me this way, and I was like, and
was a
then
good catch.
everybody was like, oh, like, and honestly, I was getting caught up in the moment of like everybody standing around and me being like, the whole school's gonna see me punch this kid right in the face. You know what I mean? Like, and yeah, it didn't happen.
Oh.
And then everybody like they went, oh, and then they kind of like all dispersed.
Yeah.
And I
Ran
was
away.
like,
Actually, oh yeah.
no. That kid actually, I remember watching him like borderline cry as he was running out of the door. And I was getting pulled back to the principal's office.
I was gonna say, were you the only one that got in trouble?
Well,
And then you're like, we really do have a little bit.
I did. Yeah,
Look
sat
at him
me down.
crying.
Actually, the guy, the principal. This is how stuff works out. The principal used to be like I'm pretty sure he was like assistant offensive coordinator for the Dallas Mavericks.
Ooh,
But
Which is a
basketball team.
okay.
But he lived in Dallas doing that whilst I lived in Dallas and was on the Junior Mavericks basketball team.
Oh,
So like, yeah, I played
so
basketball.
you're his golden boy.
Ooh.
No,
Oh.
we like I literally was in his office for about 45 minutes, and then at the end of it, we were just like, I didn't know that about you. I didn't know that about you. And then,
Oh, you just were shooting.
well, at first I was in trouble, and then I
And
saw
you weren't.
something in the background, and I was like, hey, I know this is weird, but why do you have a picture of the Dallas Mavericks back there? Because, you know, blah, blah, blah. And then he was like, oh, and then it should have been a 5-minute, you know, whatever.
yeah.
Man.
Instead, it was a 45-minute. And then
you-
at the end of it, we like walked out together holding hands.
Yeah.
And he
He's
gave
like,
me a
"Don't
kiss
fight."
on the cheek, and then I left, you know? So it's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, tousled your hair. Get out. Of here.
get out of here. He called me a
Hey, bud.
scamp. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was like, get out of here, little scamp.
Oh
He
man.
called my mom. I got in a lot of trouble in high school.
Yeah. There was one time where I was like, I was in a cafeteria actually, and then like this girl tripped on her food and it all flew up in the air, and I quick caught her. And
You
then
caught her?
I caught her. She fell, and
And
then
the
I
tray.
grabbed the tray, and I caught all the food on the tray. And then a bully saw me. And
Flash? The bully's name was
and then-
Flash?
yeah, it was Flash. That was a good guess. And then he came up to me, and he was like trying to punch me, but like at the same time, I like was randomly seeing his hand go by my face in slow motion,
Yeah.
and then I just hit him really hard with one punch, took him out.
Yeah. He went flying.
Yeah, through the hallway, and everyone was
20
like,
feet.
"Whoa!" And then I released my spider web and flew down the hallway. Actually, there was a different time where I was at a party in Bismarck, and I don't know. I was actually some kid was just really loved the town of Mandan, and Mandan's a gross town.
Yes.
But it was like the end of a hallway, probably from here to the wall over there, and I was like leaned up against the wall in a chair, just holding court. I don't know, BSing with people. But then I made some joke about Mandan, and this one, I guess, went
Oh, no.
too far. And this guy took like a few steps and was coming at me with, like, I remember being like, is this really happening?
Yeah.
And as he went to
Mandan
swing,
is a gross.
my buddy Hunt, who I just met that day,
His name is Hunt?
Ryan Hunt.
Oh, okay. I
But
was like,
he,
not even
he-
just Hunt?
Yeah, he came out of this room like at the same time, and then just put his arm up and hooked his arm as it was coming, and he just
Whoa.
looked at me. He goes, "Oh, that's the strongest thing I've ever done." And these other guys just grabbed that guy and threw him out of the house. And me and Hunt became like the best of that to this day. He's like one of my best friends.
That's
I
the
was like,
strongest thing I've ever done. That's so cute.
yeah.
I love that.
See, I saw that in a movie. They were like, it was a locker room fight, and it was like big beefy guys, and then the guy went to go punch him, and then the police captain, I think, like reached in and did the same thing in reverse and was like,
yeah.
Yep.
you guys are brother ever, you don't fight, or so it was just like, whatever.
Then he's like, "Beefy guys,
Beefy guys, and then I rewound it, and I was like, oh, yo,
beefy boys."
I found a picture of April O'Neil that looks just like. I thought she was going to the bathroom. She's just
So
sitting
did
on
I.
a chair. Like what?
It does look like,
If she was going to the bathroom, then I would look exactly like her.
yeah.
Nice.
You're
Okay.
pretty O'Neil-y.
Oh, yeah, she does
Yeah.
have curly hair too.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, that's
The fact that they actually got Megan Fox as April O'Neil
didn't
made
make-
me upset.
it's only
I think-
because Michael Bay
No, I think
and Transformers.
Yeah, that is true.
Oh, that or like, yeah, probably.
Well, I mean, she
I
was dating
in
Brian
my
Austin
head, I was
Green.
like, oh yeah, she had a son, and she was probably, because she used to like around that time, and she's Megan Fox, she's gorgeous. She can kind of pick what she wants to do.
I don't think so.
No, yeah, she said like she was in an interview and she talked about this, and she goes, yeah, I wanted to do, well, maybe that's just what she said.
She's saying,
Yeah.
She had a son who liked Ninja Turtles, and that's how I would have done it.
What happened to her son?
Well, I think it was actually her husband's son.
Oh,
Brian Austin Green.
doesn't count.
The ex, yeah.
Bag.
So she was maybe trying to
True.
bag.
How come Brian
She got
Austin
him
Green?
in the bag.
Yeah, he's like 55 years old.
I have a story about fighting. I got in a fight one time.
I'm
Let's hear it.
listening.
We got a
Okay,
couple
girl
minutes
fight.
left.
Let's
We'll end
go.
with this.
I know. I was looking at the time. I go, oh, I don't know if I'll have time. So I was on the bus one time, and when I moved to North Dakota, I had never ridden a bus before, so it was kind of the first year I had ridden the bus, and there was this one girl on there who was a bully. And just think of like whatever you imagine a bully girl looks like is exactly what she looked like. Just like the pants that came down mid calf, chains, greasy hair,
Yep.
like red streaks.
Yep.
And
Goth girl.
yeah, and she was loud and she was mean, and she would always have like a victim every day, and it was usually the high school boys, which was great because they could have used it. But one day she was picking on this little mousy like 6th grader, and I want to preface this with I'm not the hero in this story, but I started with hey. Okay, so I can't say the swear word, but I'll improvise. Hey, fat girl.
Okay.
Do you call it?
Yep. Keep going.
Why don't you pick on someone your own size? And so she starts, and she's like a few rows behind me,
Yeah.
right? And we're saying, things back and forth, and her little gay sidekick pipes in and goes, "Hey, fire crotch.
Yup. Okay.
Yeah.
Why don't you sit down and shut up?" And then I said another word towards him that also started with an F. And I wasn't right in that. And I definitely got what I deserved, which also.
You're in 6th grade.
It was
So you actually
I was
didn't
in
get in a
7th grade.
fight. You just got the crap beat out of you.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And her bus stop was the first bus stop and mine was the last. And she was like a few rows behind me. And so, of course, she like has to walk up. And she like hit me with just like, and she had just this like meaty fist. She was just solid, all, we called her Density.
Right.
Was her real name Destiny?
Destiny. Yeah.
Yes, that's perfect.
And did I tell you the story already? Yeah, I did.
I was like,
Okay.
I'm
honestly,
pretty sure
I feel like maybe I said it the last time I was on here. Oh, shoot.
it's not a big deal though because
Dude.
The
like
best part was she was waiting she had that locked and loaded to tell because she brought up fights.
fighting. Yeah. She's like,
No.
oh crap, I didn't think you guys had fighting stories. I was gonna
No.
tell my fighting story.
Well, no, my thing, whenever you ask guys if they've been in fights, they usually are like, well, one time this girl was in trouble and I had to and like almost always that's like my sister was
I've
getting
never once
creeped out by a girl. Yeah.
Really? You must hang out with better. Well, none of guys I hang out with girls. It's all like we all hang out with guys, and then there's like a girl around every once in a while.
Yeah. She's like usually dragged along like, oh man, I can't believe I said I would hang out with this guy and he brought me to the place where all his guys hang out.
We're
He
usually
brought
like,
me to where all of the gambling machines are.
Like, hey, I get to watch. The last time I gambled,
you lost last time.
Yeah, I know. Well, I should have won, but I put the money in, and this person sat next to me, and it was a dude and his girlfriend. And I'm thinking, and she was like not having a good time. She's just like, "Are you done?" And then he's just like, "Babe, just leave me alone." And then she's like, Is it like, do you think you're gonna win? And then I was just like, man, I would probably just break up with her or something. I can't just have that
She would break up
she
with
should have
him.
broke up with him, right? That's what I'm saying. Like, I just didn't instead of being like, why don't you just leave me alone? Why don't you just
I lost
leave each other alone?
Yeah, I lost $300 at the casino on last Thursday night after the concert. I wanted to play table games, but I couldn't talk. So I was like, they're not going to allow me to sit at those tables. Like me and my idiot friends were like, hey, yeah. And I was like, okay, well, I'll just play the machines. Went down $300. I was like, that stinks. I was like, I'm not going to go gamble again. And then my other buddies had to leave like a day earlier than me, and I stayed and did those. I stayed in shows. I was like, I might as well walk to the casino. Did that. Won $300 within like 10 minutes, and was just like,
see ya.
I cashed out and was like walking through the casino and seeing all the other games. I was like, no, just keep this. You evened out for the weekend. And I still, even after I cashed out, I took like a couple more laps being like, should I? And then
That's the problem.
And then I didn't. I know. God, it's so awesome though. Gambling is so cool.
It's so cool.
Gambling is very cool.
Yeah, but I guess that's all we got today. You got anything coming up? Oh, Rachy Poo.
Yeah, I'm hosting a show at Zamboni's on Saturday.
Nice. Who's on that?
We got Drew Newstead. I got a new guy named Rudy Repke. He's very funny. He's a newer comic in the cities. And Victoria Joko and Laura Bellini. She was the girl I brought to the Fargo crowdwork show that one time.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
And then July 19th, I'm hosting at the Uncommon Loon with the hilarious and charming David Harris. And,
nice.
And Laura Bellini again and Kimberly Ashland. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, that's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just be doing a guest spot this weekend. And then July 19th will be... Actually, what are you doing July 19th? You going to be in Fargo?
July 19th, I'm hosting a show at the Uncommon Loon with hilarious David Harris.
I don't think I heard that time.
I don't think you said it was July 19th.
I definitely did.
Oh, whatever, Lisa.
Yeah, don't worry about it. That's fine. We can't...
Yeah, Quay and I are doing a show actually at Fort Knox outside again. Only just like
fun.
a regular one.
Wait, on July 19th? The regular one?
And not like a crowd work one.
Yeah.
Cole texted me and was like, you want to do one that weekend? And I'm like,
yeah,
sure. So, but that's such a crazy
Although in the
atmosphere that you can't really do like a regular just 4 people one. So I'm putting together like a showcase pretty much. So it'll be me, Quay. Actually, I don't think. Oh, Nate Folsebach.
Ooh.
And
cool.
Me, Marquay, Nathan Folsebach, and Josh DeLay for sure. Then we'll see who else we got. I'll probably have like a couple more people.
I think last year when I did that, it was like July 16th, and it was perfect. We had like a bunch of people, but it wasn't like end of August is right when those college kids come back.
Yeah,
and
I guess there isn't quite as many college kids there. Yeah, because people paying attention because we're doing from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m.
Yeah.
I'm like, because you got to have it at dark outside too. I'm like, that's just so many people outside at Fort Knox, hammered, like, just ready to go. So I'm like, I don't know. I'll throw 10 people on there. People I don't like will go last. No.
I'm going to go last.
That'll be awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
What else do I have coming up then? I don't know. I had a couple good weeks here, and then I don't. Other than that. Well, Colin Terrell will be hosting for him in August, but you got anything, Quay Dog?
Let's see. July 19th, I have a... let's see. I don't actually... No. I've been chill. I haven't done a lot of stuff, so I'm kind of just,
Heck yeah, dog.
Chilling.
We'll ramp it up this fall. Actually, it always does ramps up during the fall, which I'm stoked for.
Activities.
Summertime, it's just nobody's in Fargo.
Yeah.
But
Well, you guys should come down sometime in August for a Zamboni show.
Well, it's on a Wednesday.
We could do that.
Yeah.
If you-
Well, no, I'll
a
do
Saturday
I'll do
one?
a showcase. Yeah.
Yeah, let me know.
If you guys will come, I'll put you on.
Cool. Perfect. Okay, guys, that's it. We'll see you next week.
See you next week.
Toodaloo.
Tootie Louie.
Trudy. Ow.
This segment of